Donald Trump has gone crazy in his desperation to promote his Israel first agenda. In yet another insane development or action, he has announced the withdrawal of his endorsement of Marjorie Taylor Greene. The US president wrote a lengthy post on his social media platform, Truth Social, calling the Republican lawmaker a traitor. Let's not forget why Marjorie Taylor Greene has been punished. She's been vocal with her criticism of Israel and has even gone ballistic in the past on the Epstein files. Writing on Truth Social, Trump wrote, and I quote, "I am withdrawing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Georgia. Over the past few weeks, despite my creating record achievements for our country, including a total and complete victory on the shutdown, closed borders, low taxes, no men in women's sports, or transgender for everyone, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, biggest regulation cuts in history, stopping 8 wars, rebuilding our military, being respected by every country in the world as opposed to being the laughing stock that we were just 12 months ago, having trillions of dollars, record-setting, invested in the USA, and having created the hottest country anywhere in the world from being a dead country just 12 months ago, and so much more. All I see wacky Marjorie do is complain, complain, complain. It seemed to all begin when I sent her a poll stating that she should not run for senator or governor. She was at 12% and didn't have a chance, unless, of course, she had my endorsement, which she wasn't about to get. She has told many people that she is upset that I don't return her phone calls anymore. But with 219 congressmen, women, 53 US senators, 24 cabinet members, almost 200 countries, and an otherwise normal life to lead, I can't take a ranting lunatic's call every day. I understand that wonderful conservative people are thinking about primarying Marjorie in her district of Georgia, that they too are fed up with her and her antics, and if the right person runs, they will have my complete and unyielding support. She has gone far left, even doing The View, with their low IQ Republican hating anchors. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. End quote. He then followed it up with another post by writing, and I quote, "Marjorie Taylor Greene is a disgrace to our great Republican Party." End quote. I mean, who writes in such a fashion, in such a lowly fashion, by mocking the name of a lawmaker from his own party? And this man happens to be the president of the USA. Well, no one was surprised by Trump's reaction after damning revelations emerged from the Epstein files. MTG herself has expressed her disgust in the past about Epstein and the involvement of Donald Trump. This was one occasion when she has shared her thoughts on the notorious Jewish pedophile and his links with powerful and rich US politicians, including Trump.
Yeah, it's a scary thing to name names, but I will tell you, I'm not afraid to name names. And so if they want to give me a list, I will walk in that Capitol on the House floor and I'll say every damn name that abused these women. I can do that for them, and I'd be proud to do it. Now, another thing, this is not about politics, and this is a boiling point in American history where the American people, just like Roe just said, there's become two Americas. There's the America for the rich and the powerful and the elite, where they never face any struggles or problems and never experience what real America goes through. And then there's forgotten America that faces all the problems and deals with all the issues and never gets justice for being sexually assaulted and raped by a monster. It shouldn't exist anymore, and people are sick of it. So let's recognize the fact that the administration before and the one before it and the one before it and the one before it and before it never did anything about this. So this isn't one political party or the other. It's a culmination of everyone worked together to silence these women and protect Jeffrey Epstein and his cabal. And this is not just rich, powerful people. Think his drivers, his maids, his chefs, all the people, people that worked in his home, security guards. I heard one story from a young woman that was being raped by Jeffrey Epstein when he was out on work release while he was serving time in prison and had an ankle monitor on his leg. Guess what? There was a police officer outside that door. So this list of names is quite a list of names, and it doesn't extend just in the rich, powerful circles. It extends down to the very bottom where people were paid. And again, I will say this, there's victims suffering today in similar circumstances, and they're terrified to name the names of the people that are currently abusing them. And so with these brave, courageous women fighting this fight, this is a fight for women and children and any person that is facing sexual abuse and rape and captivity and human trafficking right now. And so here's what I ask you in the press. Don't go for salacious headlines. Go for the truth and defend these women and help those of us in Congress that are crossing our political party lines doing the right thing and trying to do it together.
Let's not forget that despite being a Republican congresswoman, MTG has never accepted a single penny from the rogue Israeli lobby group AIPAC. Reacting to Trump's decision to withdraw his endorsement, MTG wrote this on Twitter, and I quote, "This and the Epstein files is why I'm being attacked by President Trump. It really makes you wonder what is in those files and who and what country is putting so much pressure on him. I forgive him and I will pray for him to return to his original MAGA promises." End quote. MTG also shared the proof that she has never accepted a single penny from AIPAC, a body which has polluted US politics while pushing Israeli interests over those of Americans. Trump is all set to destroy whatever is left of his reputation as the US president, all because he doesn't want to upset his Israeli masters. I mean, he is the same guy who sent an official request to the Israeli president only last week, pleading with him to pardon a war criminal, a bloodthirsty terrorist called Benjamin Netanyahu in corruption cases. That's his bloody priority as a US president. This is the same man who won a historic second term with an unprecedented majority based on the America First pledge. Today, he's decided to dump that pledge to ensure that Americans don't come to know about his dodgy involvement with Epstein. Americans have already begun teaching such rogue politicians a lesson. Zohran Mamdani's victory in New York and others across the US just show their anger against Trump and his twisted policies in support of a genocidal regime and a dreaded pedophile, who is no longer alive, by the way. I'm happy that he is behaving in this fashion because by doing so, he's exposing himself more in front of young American voters. In fact, MTG should be thankful, and she will be re-elected even without Trump's support. Thankful because Trump's support would have been a liability for her. This is clearly the beginning of the end for Trump politically and his Republican Party. Don't take my word for it. There is a broader consensus amongst America's conservative influencers who are getting increasingly disenchanted with Trump's treachery. I will leave you with this powerful clip of Nick Fuentes. He speaks for millions of Americans cutting across political ideologies.
This is now the dichotomy. You have MAGA on the one side, and what does this even stand for anymore? You got MAGA on one side. What does that even mean? Make America great for who? Make it great for Israel, Indian immigrants, Chinese students, illegal immigrant farm workers. Make America great again for them. Make Israel great. Make America great for the global empire, defense contractors, big pharma, Wall Street, Silicon Valley, Palantir. You got MAGA on the one side, and like I said, Brandy Fine, Lindsey Graham, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. And then on the other side, you got America First. No ambiguity, no ifs, ands, or buts. What does that mean? America first, Americans first, America only. America first is our credo. Americanism, not globalism, is the credo. Tucker, Fuentes, Candace, Marjorie, Thomas Massey, Dan Bilzerian, Myron, Jake Shields, Lucas Gage, all the greats, all the usual suspects. That's the question. Aiden Ross, Sneeko, yay. This is the dichotomy. What are you for? Are you with America first or are you with MAGA? I think after this month, after this year, 2025 is the year that MAGA died. This is the year that this hat is no longer controversial. The hat is not edgy. The hat is not provocative. It doesn't even mean anything. This hat is dead. This hat is dead. Now, metaphorically speaking, and this is the future. America first is the future. Explicit, unambiguous, direct, actually has denotative meaning. America first is the credo.
That's it for me. Thank you very much for your support of this platform and our journalism. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.